The second map here on Overpass, we do heavily favour Luminosity going into this one. So we'll see what kind of buy comes in. Luminosity starting on the T side here. They've got 4 sets of armor fallen with the smoke grenade and 2 flashbangs. Most teams do favour towards the B side on the T side of pistols. We'll see where they decide to go here. And we'll see whether TyLoo, decide to bring any sort of aggression going forward in the pistol.
The Dark Knights. Fallen, flashing over. DD down toward the underpass already, 5-7, or excuse me, CZ 75 in hand. It's going to be Mo beside him, but look at the push. Coming back in, it's Cold Zero. They get up toward middle very fast. DD, little handshake. How do you do? Well, you're on 1 map down, so probably not great, but DD's got him behind them now. And Taco's going to have to be careful here. Shuts the door. Remember, this one, unlike the blue one on cash, you can break it down, you can bust it away. And DD actually does come back. Taco had no idea that he was there. This is looking good now for TyLoo. And not only that, Fancy, this is the sneakiest position in Counter-Strike, these bathrooms, because you can get behind them so easily. He's done exactly that. It gives up the A site. Bomb plant's going to go in, and thankfully they've gone away from the default position, knowing that they lost those lower tunnels.
Yeah, default plan not going to be coming in this time, just making sure they focus themselves towards the CT side of the map here. So LG now repositioning themselves. Retake will come in. It's going to be a 4-4. They have got a kit, though, so slowly but surely edging their way to the side.
FNX, though, peeking. Fur's got DD. Fur's got more than that. They've got everyone on this post plant. And again, just not going toward default was such a smart decision because we saw Fancy lurking in those bathrooms. If he had denied the plant, it could have been hugely problematic. Yeah, look at this execution for boom, done.
Perfect stuff from him. Coming into the flank, finishes things off there. TyLoo, after getting that initial frag, goes in Luminosity's favour. We do have 4 SMGs for Luminosity now. 1 AK on towards FNX. We have got a force fight from TyLoo, so CZ and a Desert Eagle. Body armor as well. Looks like a very B-sided approach from Luminosity. Going to be pushing in from short and Monster Tunnel as well. There is 3 players for TyLoo waiting for them. So they're going to be edging in with no real utility use. Going to be going straight up for the aim duels here. Cold Zero taking down 2. Taco chiming in as well. Got to get the bomb down here. And the force fight for TyLoo only gets them 1 frag. Still hunting for more though.
Cold Zero. Pop flash out, doubly so. He wants to use that Mac 10 to hold them off. Pre-fires across the flames as well. Taco's going to get Mo up in the window. It leaves it to Fancy. And Cold is close, getting warmer. Fancy just wants to knock some gun downs, do some damage. Gets the first one onto Cold. May get more than that, does. Taco falls. Still not a chance for him to really get toward this defuse, and FNX going to prove that, but again, decent damage done.
Yeah, they get 3 kills, but there's only SMGs really taken down and ultimately lose around. So TyLoo will be on to a pretty much full eco here. And we can see Luminosity just adjusting themselves, going to be upgrading to a couple of AKs. Fur has 5k after that round, so just working out how he's going to invest into this. We'll be sticking with the Mac 10 as well, so he wants to make sure he doesn't give anything away and farm some more cash. As we go into round number 3, Sonny TyLoo invested P250 on towards DD. That's absolutely it. So this is a throwaway round here. 3 players going down in towards Connector. See whether they can actually... It's actually 4 players here. This could kind of get interesting, I guess. Maybe they can swarm the terrorists and make their own on the corner.
The next there, though, is going to collect them for free because he gets 2 kills. Fallen comes around with the... Oh, I love it. MB7, they tried to get the knife. Why not? You're down already. You might as well get some money. Not like he had a chance to do anything else.
Well, we go into the first gun round here after that force buy in the second.
Oh, Fallen. Yeah, there's no Jaden.
No Jaden, not this time. TyLoo won't be able to get the AWP. This is the problem on the CT side. If you are doing the 4 spies in the second, you don't get much for it. You definitely don't have an AWP. They don't have a diffuse kit either. And we'll be going to round number 4 here with a huge disadvantage. 3 smokes, no incendiaries. And we'll see what they bring to the table here. They have to try and find that first kill, get something working in their favour. We have got Mo, obviously pushing towards middle, looking towards the party area. He's going to be joined by Fancy One as well, but default play coming in from Luminosity. Taco waiting towards short. Seeing if any pushes do come in. That could actually happen if somebody does edge towards his own smoke.
FNX going to be waiting in behind Squeaky. They are slowing it down considerably right now, LG, to try and figure out where these guns are. Good push out, but better shot from Taco. Somebody walking in, but it was all too easy. Crosshair placement was perfect. And Fallen's going to take back Mo as well, so this is working out excellent for LG at this point in time. 3-0 up already, looking to go 4. And we'll continue to build up the economy, but also the bonus for TyLoo. Pushing through. Monster caught out. Taco gets him. I wonder if the monster would be happy to be fed tacos. I would. I like tacos.
I know you do.
Attack. I'm going to wait.
I can tell.
Can you?
Yeah.
Because I'm a hipster?
No, I can tell you a lot of them.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. 4-0 Luminosity. Pretty straightforward considering that was the gun round. Really not much done from TyLoo. The single push, but a really slow push. No trade and toward construction, and that was about it.
Yeah, it didn't really work out for them there. This is the problem with going into that first gun round with the force buy on the second. You don't really have much to work with. Don't have the grenades to hold off a full approach from the T's, and it's going to be 4-0 in favor of Luminosity now. They will be partially buying into this again. CZ's and a Desert Eagle, but Luminosity are going to be fully aware of this. Slow things right down. They have got the AWP on a Fallen as well, so they'll be trying to work a pick, establish their only stack. And it's going to be TyLoo taking the initial damage there. Fancy One goes down to 50 HP. And slowly but surely, LG will start to push their way in towards the bathroom to get the first kill there. Fancy One getting one, but it's going to be quickly returned by FNX. And now TyLoo, they get another kill here, but just somebody remains in the 3 versus 1. AWP still up for Fallen, and they know the last player as well. Taka gets that final kill. 5-0 in favor of Luminosity. We'll have a look at the cash coming in for TyLoo now. Finally does stabilize it. That's the maximum loss bonus achieved, so that's $3,400, and they do get the AWP out now on towards Captain Mo. Fancy One yet to buy. He could have got the AWP himself, but yes, you will be going with the M4. So we did see this kind of mix up on cash as well. We do expect Fancy One to come in with the AWP, but Cap seems like Mo does fancy having a chance with it as well as he goes in towards the bathroom area. We'll be going hyper aggressive here, just looking towards Party and seeing whether he can get the first pick.
LG wanted to go down that tunnel, but the Molotov was well timed, so they're all limited right now out toward the end of the monster tunnel. 3-man inside a B early on from TyLoo. Still 2 at jungle, so watch for the boost from somebody and DD. But the problem is that boost takes 3 men to really be effective, to see all the way over it. And Fur catches DD in transition away from that jungle position. This becomes a problem, so TyLoo showing some indecision, and they get caught out for it. Luckily, somebody's got the refrag onto Fur as the Molotov lands on the ramp, but he's smoked off. Bomb's not confident to push through from the sandbags, though. So they have got the rotation over in time, and somebody's got another chance flashed in, but not going to check behind the sandbags. Nearly turns in time, but FNX hits the shot, following up close. Not able to secure it toward Toxic. He needs a teammate to come over with a rifle, but when they do, Tacker slowly comes up the ramp and catches off Taco, who thought it would be too easy. And suddenly the favor does come back to TyLoo, simply just using the smokes against LG.
Yeah, very nice retake so far. They have the man advantage in this 3-on-2, so coldzera does manage to take down Attacker. Neutralizes the situation. The bomb yet to be planted. They do have time to play with here. They're trying to work out whether there is a flank coming from behind. But now Mo does position himself in upper. And it's actually a very strong position considering where the terrorists are right now. They've got a smoke remaining. And I think they probably will be trying to find the next frag before they make their next move. But Fancy waiting on the site as we hit the 15-second mark. LG needs to start deciding how they're going to approach this.
Mo's just holding the angle, late to rotate over. Consider that they might go back the other direction, but he's also got the shot onto Cold.
Big round.
And bomb plant denied. Fancy comes in, 5-1.
Luminosity look a bit apprehensive to make their way into the bomb site there. They did get the first pick as well, and then waiting for the CT to make their next move. Very nice retake with the smoke grenades and flashbangs coming in from TyLoo. Make sure they're working together as well, and Luminosity just couldn't find that next frag to get the bomb down. And slowly but surely the numbers dropped, and TyLoo arrive on the scoreboard here, 5-1. Definitely need to be careful though, after losing a couple of frags. The full reinvestment into the round leaves them at pretty much nothing, so if they were to lose this, that's a very hard reset indeed. As we're into round number 7. Mo's going to be changing position this time, going towards long. This time it's aggressive, but he's going to have Fallen waiting for him, and he gets the first pick. Reads him like a book. That's the 5-on-4 now, going in favour of Luminosity. So that's what I'm talking about with Mo trying to change his position each round, trying to look for those picks, to open the round up for the CTs. Doesn't work out this time. And now Luminosity can slow things right down as the CTs are the ones that need to make the reaction and try and get something back in their favor.
Cold FNX and Fallen starting to work toward the bathroom position. Cold and FNX going to try and take over long. Bombs in the hands of Fallen. Fur's already advanced on the front side of the bathroom, so they can start to push along even more aggressively, try and push TyLoo back inside of the A site. Taco's going to rotate over late to do so, but he's just watching for any aggression still over on the B site. Good positions, though, from DD. Pushed up with Fancy. It's a bait and switch, quite easily achieved, at the very least. And Taco's going to try and fake this onto B now with that single smoke, but somebody's pushed so far up that he's going to get a read on this. This is going to be hard to force rotations the other direction, and DD just goes to the fight. It's traded the other way. FNX, but now the bait and switch comes in. Fancy can't hit the shot. FNX with 2. Taco catches off somebody late rotating through mid, and it's suddenly all down to Attacker. And he's going to fall as well on the stairs from Fur.
It's great fundamentals there from Luminosity, working that first pick at the start. As soon as they get to 5 and 4, they just need to slowly but surely push their way up towards the map, gain the map control, and you can see TyLoo had to make something work. They had to get that first initial kill, but just good trading from Luminosity, getting the kill back straight away, left them in a very uncomfortable position. We can see that's the full reset coming in now for TyLoo. $1,400. They will not be able to buy into this one whatsoever. This could mean a double eco as well, Matt. They're going to have 1,900 next round. So, full scenes now for TyLoo.
Yeah, they could force them 2 reasonably well, but it would be desperate if they did. They get 24 after that, they'd be still extremely low, so they might have to take the double eco if they can't win this one. Good push, though. They are trying to take the fight. They're trying to get aggressive and change up the play. It works out. They go down cold, goes for the refrag, and DD gets the off angle.
Well, the bomb as well now. So
and 2 AKs. Thankfully, one's brought back.
This isn't over just yet. 4 on 2. Fur and Fallen, the last 2 players remaining. As I said, the bomb was down, but it has been picked up now by Fallen. He's going to be making his way back towards T-Spawn, presumably. As now Fur coming in towards the connector. Looking at that first frag towards Fancy. He has spotted him, but he's falling back now. Does manage to get the kill. Fallen gets one as well with the P250.
So 2 plays onto 2. AK up in the hands of attackers. Somebody's not been able to push up far enough to grab one of his own. He falls back to the A site. LG still indecisive on where they want to go. 50 seconds. It's long rotations between the 2 bomb sites on this map. So they do have to commit usually around the 40-second mark. You can read exactly where they're going to go.
Well, they're separated now, the CTs. One towards the B sides and one towards bathrooms. They have managed to pick up that AK, as you mentioned before, but that's attacking on 25 HP. Luminosity have equaled things up at 2 on 2 here, but still not out of the woods just yet. Looking like they will be heading towards that B site. And that's where the AK is. So attacker behind those barrels. If you can just find that first kill and try and stay alive as long as possible, just run the clock down. Could be something to work with.
And it's good that he's playing behind the barrels with no armor as well, because they'll take a lot of the damage. Makes it a much harder shot. Fallen spotted through the gap, but attacker does fall. Fallen hits a headshot, had to from that position. Somebody has an AK now, though, because he did rotate down through the lower tunnels. Bomb's just going to be planted. Fallen falls away. Don't have the information that somebody's here, but he gets around the corner in time not to be spotted, and Fallen's considering it.
No kits here, so needs to find these frags. It looks like he will get the first one to Fallen as well. That's a massive kill for him to get. Now it's just Fur in the 1 versus 1.
Somebody falls away as well. He just wants to open up the angle. Force the issue now from LG, and he has to go toward this. You said it. No kit. Fur's got it. Switches to the pistol to do it, but it doesn't matter. It's 6-1, and now going to 7 for Luminosity.
Still finding 4 frags there when it did. 4 USPs in a P250. That's pretty impressive, and could have gone either way at that last stage. The low HP on the final player for Luminosity, but still difficult times in terms of the cash for TyLoo here. They will be buying up for this round, so they do have the 5 rifles, two of them being Famouses, but once again, no kits and no real utility to work with. So 3 smoke grenades and a flash, that's about it. They're going to have to be working hard for these rounds going forward. This is the rut you get into a CT. You never really get the bankroll going. Once you get in this situation, you know you're not winning consecutive rounds in a row.
Fancy flashes through. Mo catches that but falls away. He's just not going to put himself into a dangerous situation there. Still pushing quite aggressively. LG out toward this A site, though, and Mo's going to fall even further, but watch to his right. Needs to be careful. There is a player that's approached quite quickly. Is he going to spot the gun barrel? No, but does react in time with the FAMAS to hit the headshot onto Fur.
There it is. That's the first frag they needed, considering the situation. Look towards somebody as well. They've got them all the way towards T-spawn. It might be too late, as you can see. Luminosity got tons of map control towards middle. They could fully execute here with the smoke grenades and try and get a plant down, but this is a decent lurk coming in. It's going to be somebody joined by DD as well. They can get the skates or maybe able to do something with this.
Fallen's trying to open up the A site as well with that AWP. But somebody in DD, like you said, this is such good positioning for them. And it might work out. LG's executing right now. They would have no idea. It's too bad the flank wasn't at this exact second, because somebody would pick up 2.
Yeah, here comes the wall of smoke down to the site. This would be just to get the plant down and going the CTs out of the site. The attacker going in first, checking their close corners. He's giving the call for his teammates to get the bomb down.
They're going to play default, though. Somebody's not in position yet. He's still waiting at the lower tunnels. He needed to be quicker. DD's got out toward long, but no one to flank there. He'll just have to play it from the wing, play it from the side as Taco does get one and falls away. Somebody comes out now, but FNX already staring it down, and yep, it's definitely way too late for the flank. FNX hits the shot.
They gained so much information from that push towards the T-spot. I'm not sure why they weren't actually taking more of it, but attacker making something of this now. Just find the first kill, Fallen takes down Fancy, but it's going to be a flurry of frags there to kind of finish it off. And Luminosity, a pretty simple round in the end. But like I said, TyLoo, when you have that kind of map control, you've got all the way to T-spawn, you've cleared out the connector as well. I would say at that point, you probably want to be going in just as your teammates are calling the smokes are being executed right now. It needs to be a bit faster and capitalize on that flank you've actually gathered. But They give it away, and it's going to be another eco coming in for TyLoo. This money situation for them is pretty dire. They are going to be at third stage loss bonus right now. $2,400 coming in, so should be able to buy once more next round, but this round will just be CZs and PT50s, body armor on towards Mo. As we go into round number 10. 8-1, this is much more convincing on Overpass for Luminosity.
Fur's going to push up from the long position as well. Covers off that connector, but the smoke out leaves Fancy inside of it. We'll see if he can do anything with the pistols. Again, sneaky spot to play. And DD's got aggressive in the lower tunnels, but hasn't climbed the ladder yet, so FNX won't be flanked out too soon. Now he's going to run, though. They push this together. If they time this, if Mo goes up the stairs from the lower tunnels at the same time that DD wraps around, they might be able to catch off FNX and pick up a gun, but they've already given up the A site. And Fancy out toward long is actually putting his attention back toward where Fallen is playing. There it is. There's the push, though. They time it. They do have the AK, but Fur's going to take down somebody. It's still a large task for that single AK to work. And they're going to have the information, LG, that they're coming from that direction. So already they're looking back, but they can't establish a good post plant. Fallen's gone down to 10 HP. Cold has to come over now and flash through with an AK. Get aggressive on this. He's going to do it himself, but doesn't spot it yet. Does turn around just in time. Catches Mo out.
It's been quite an exciting round, but ultimately TyLoo only managed to pick up one frag there. Fallen goes down to very low HP. And it's going to be 9-1 in favor of the Brazilians. Do have a decent buy now, finally, for TyLoo. It's still not going to be great in terms of the AWP potential. You can see 5k pretty much solid across the board. So they could get AWPs, but it would be glass cannons. And we do have a pause coming in now for TyLoo. So they're going to be working out how they can approach this situation. They have tried the aggression with the AWP, but Fallen just read them straight away. I prefer them to play more of a default round here. Just try and maybe go toward two players towards connector, try and work that first frag. They need something to get going at the beginning of the round. It seems like they're so tight on money here. They're going in without the incendiaries, without the kits, and it seems like Luminosity is going to slow things right down, stick together, start dissecting towards middle, and then the wall of smokes comes in, and it seems like they just haven't got enough utility to actually retake it. They need that man advantage to actually get them going. TyLoo here, it's a very difficult situation. And it's going to happen once again, even if they win the next round. There's so much pressure on them to actually get multiple rounds in a row. And they're running out now. There's only going to be 5 rounds remaining.
And LG is being very careful about their approach as well. They're checking every corner. They're doing it together. It's not like one man is usually in a position to get caught out. I will say the most careless round that LG had was against the Eco when they lost 2 AKs in the bomb in the lower tunnels.
Yeah, but they still like managed to rectify the situation, right? It was very interesting, the fact it went down from 4 USPs in a PT50 to a 1 versus 1. But Luminosity did dodge losing that round. So 9-1. And this is a kind of as predicted so far. We did say Cash was a hit and miss map for Luminosity. Going into Overpass, they're looking much stronger here. The unpause is called at this stage. And obviously Luminosity get the time here as well to work out what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if they went for a straight up contact play, maybe just a fast towards B, going through Monster Tunnel. And just to mix things up, as they know the adjustment will be coming in from TyLoo at this stage. That's probably what I'd be calling like this right now. Just mix it up, first spanner in the works. We're going very slow and standard so far.
Well, let's see if that's what it's going to be. Mo's already inside the bathroom. Fancy tries to go for the jump himself to get him up on top of the flower pot. Fur, meanwhile, has already gone fast toward the sandbags. Slight gap in the smoke. We'll see if he can take advantage of this, but good positioning to be there quickly. They have to check it. They're watching it. TD's going to spot it. Sees just his foot. That's enough as he sprays down with the M4. And now they've got the man advantage, Henry. This is exactly what you were talking about. It's been hard for them to find this. They have to find a way to stabilize.
They have got the AWP on towards Fancy One as well. He's towards long. He's holding A pretty much by himself right now. We have got Mo edging his way towards connector as well, but 3 players towards B, but they did find that first pick. So we'll see how Luminosity do adjust themselves here. They still have smoke grenades with Cold Zero. There it is, rectifies it, takes down Mo. DD chiming in as well, but it's going to be equal exchanges so far. And finally, though, TyLoo do get the man advantage once again. 3 versus 2. Cold Zero on low HP as well. And Sheik should be taken down here as he actually goes down to the 3 on 1 situation. So you're absolutely right. As soon as TyLoo got that man advantage, they're actually still willing to take these duels and take them down. 2 frags for DD. Somebody finds one as well. Cold Zero now. No bomb, no HP. Assume this is TyLoo's second round, but they need to make sure they keep all 3 players alive here. If they were to drop any more, that could be a massive problem. But somebody does it. Makes it a pretty clean round there, and it's going to be 9-2.
9-2. TyLoo finally getting their second one. But it's after 4 rounds go against them. Another reset potential for them to find themselves in.
Indeed.
Yeah, going down. It does hit that first shot, though. It does get that early kill. That was crucial because they finally win the round on it. So let's see if they can continue to find those opening picks. And LG is going to rotate all the way back over toward the A site. 1 player going toward the lower tunnels. That's Fallen, who has bomb. but he has the AWP, so he's not going to push aggressively. He's going to hold the angle until LG, with both Taco and Fur, can get down the stairwell and into a closer position. There it is, though. There's the first pick from TyLoo. Mo finds it against FNX.
No refrag as well. He manages to get out of the bathrooms area, and they're falling back, goes to a passive hold on towards the A site.
DD's going for the flank again this time as well, and Fallen still lagging behind with the bomb. DD's going to try and be slow about this, but needs to time it right. Oh, he's going to check the lower. If he had gone all the way around, he might have caught him at long, but we'll see if he can still make this work from the stairwell, because they are limited out by the smoke. TyLoo just has to buy space and time for DD to get into a better position, because they have no idea that he's coming, and DD, he's still waiting as well. This is, again, another flank. We've seen this before from TyLoo in this half, where they've got good positioning, but they don't take advantage of it. They don't play it fast enough, and DD's going to render himself useless with more time that goes on, because LG's getting closer to the A site, and Fancy's waiting with the angle. Oh, this is it. You use it against us, Guardian. We'll try and use it. Doesn't quite work out, but they still find the kill.
Yeah, that boost is always very cool. It's one of the few maps we still have seeing new things. Almost every tournament being explored, but there it is. Fallen does find the frag back on towards Fancy 1. It will be a 4-on-4 here. 30 seconds remaining, and the CTs are going to be adjusting themselves towards the A site. C's still have smoke, so you'd assume it will be a similar approach to before. Molotov towards bank, and smoke lungs coming in, and they're going to go for the frag on the site.
It's going to be Attacker, though, and Captain Mo. Attacker and somebody now comes in as he pops out late. Attacker's got the shot onto Fur. Very well done. And again, they were slow enough as they tried that boost to allow DD to get back into a position. It nearly didn't work itself out, but they get the round 2 in a row. They avoid the reset.
Yeah, Luminosity just didn't leave themselves enough time there as they went onto the site. They had to just force themselves on. Went for a simple execution there, just one Molotov and a couple of flashbangs, but it wasn't enough. TyLoo holding strong there after finding that first pick. And we said they needed multiple rounds in that. That's actually going to be 2 in a row now, and they haven't broken the bank of Luminosity just yet, but this round will do it. As we're going to number 13 now. The double orb set up, and there it is. Fancy does find Cold's error, and once again, the man advantage going towards TyLoo for the 3rd time in a row now. Just need to hold on, fall back, do exactly what they did before, get back to the bomb sites and not give anything Luminosity to work with.
Fancy holding the angle from bathrooms. Haven't seen him get aggressive with the AWP out towards Fountain like we often do with AWPs. We get a good spawn position, but he hits the shot. Why is... That was interesting. You would have thought the refrag came in from Fur, but he goes in, checks out the off angle, and gives the time to Fancy to run away. So now, you mentioned it during that timeout, Henry, get the first picks. It's been 3 rounds in a row.
Yep.
And again, they haven't gotten any trades, Luminosity.
Yeah, that's actually very impressive so far for TyLoo. This double orb setup as well gives them a lot more potential to find those picks. It's Fancy finding 2. Now, Luminosity with 1 minute remaining, and just hoping that this AWP they've got on FNX can find the next frag and give them something to work with here. But 5-on-2 situation, it's pretty much guaranteed going in favor of TyLoo here. Be an absolute blunder for them to drop this round. There it is. Somebody does take down Fur. That solidifies it. And next. This is actually the round that breaks them as well. Yeah,
I mean, this is momentum being built from TyLoo. Remember the first time they played in the weekend, the opening match, the entire tournament at that. TyLoo was down super early, 11-0, and they mounted a bit of a comeback in the second half as well and made it, I think it was 16-11 in the end.
Yeah, well, they were 9-1 down.
Can't rule them out of this.
9-1 down and coming back 9-4. Potential to actually get a couple more here as well, considering the buy from Luminosity. They will be forcing it by the looks of things. 1 AK and a Galil and 3 pistols to try and get themselves into a bomb site here and swarm it. Definitely viable on Overpass. This is where you used to probably see the B executes coming in. Molotov towards the B side, smoke out, take the vision away from the CT and try and force through with the Tech-9 Zigzag. Exactly might be happening here as well. Committed towards that side of the map. Fallen setting up a smoke.
Watch the jump. It's pre-aimed by Fur. Doesn't hit the shot though. That could have cost them. Attacker inside the side. Somebody pushing back out a little bit more aggressively toward the sandbags. It's re-smoked. Somebody's going to play the close angle. CT side of the sandbags. Hope they overlook him and run past. But he needs to either commit to that or get out because that smoke's slowly going to fade. And the Molotov goes over. Somebody's there. He's got to sit on this smoke. LG goes in. Cold waits. Oh, patience. It really is from TyLoo. Now the flash. Now the push. Somebody's going to go. One blind up. Can't find the angle, and FNX behind him. Had no idea he was there. And now it's up to Attacker to push back in as the bomb does get planted. It's caught, though. Fancy takes down Taco immediately on the exit. And FNX holds the angle against Fancy, who tries to get back toward Toxic. So the post-plant positioning is working out. It's down to Captain Mo. He's found 1 shot onto FNX. He's got the kit. He's still got time to try and work this. The smoke on the edge of it. Gonna tap it, bait them out, but there's 3 players he has to find with the AWP. Gets the first great shot, but Fur immediately there at the same angle.
Yeah, Mo doing what he can towards the end of that round. And it was a force fight from Luminosity. He only had 2 rifles, one of those being a Galil as well. But that B execute, it can be so strong regardless of the weapons you have. The Tech-9s pushing through, flashing, making things very difficult with the CTs as the execution comes in. Luminosity find that opening frag, get the bomb down as well. And the retake can be so tough at that point. The Brazilians have capitalized this time and give themselves a nice, decent amount of cash going into the last round here. The CTs actually had a huge advantage there in terms of the buys, but it's going to be 10-4. Now they go in with 5 rifles and 1 kit. Actually some aggression here from Mo towards the connector area. Fur could find himself in a difficult situation, but he does smoke him out to go into the final round of the half.
And Mo's still in here, waiting behind the smoke. Patience is his friend because he will at least find Fur. 3 men toward long. They all catch that nade. Massive damage onto Fallen as they try and find that kill, but it is going to be FNX that gets it. Mo, again, though, on this flank. I think he's been spotted this time. Yeah. And they all turn back. Look at that. Swarmed immediately.
They seem to be doing really great work with these flanks, but they haven't really capitalized so far. It means that they get great positions and they find ways to get behind the radar, but it's not really led to much so far. That's going to be another frag given towards Luminosity. 4 on 3. And we see the CTs now just need to hunt for a frag here. DD in towards the bathrooms. He needs to be offensive here and see if we can find the next frag. He's going to be joined by somebody in connector. So they still have relatively good positions in terms of Luminosity's next move. They're yet to commit. 45 seconds remains. And actually just be holding up completely, waiting for the CT reaction. So still decent, but Luminosity needs to decide where they're going next.
DD's gonna push down the stairwell, secure the top part of the middle, work with somebody. Who? Somebody. And they're gonna actually time this so that they get to put sandbags at the exact time that LG is going to be working in from Monster.
It's Fallen as well, faking towards A, throwing a couple of Molotovs and a smoke towards outside of the map. And here comes the first frag. Somebody to get the first, but coldzera takes him down in return. 3 on 2, still a favor of Luminosity, but the fact is Fallen's on the other side of the map, so he needs to act fast to get back there. But it's not going to matter. coldzera doing absolute work here. Takes down Attacker as well. Just DD remains, and he's towards upper. Has got no kit, but very strong in the last round. Let's see what he can do here. Gets the first frag here. Has got a chance.
Still ticking. Molotov left to throw as well as the nade. He'll use the first towards sandbags. Bounces the Molotov up. Not really sure what the plan was on that as he clears out that, I guess, that bottom corner. But Cold's waiting toward jungle. He'll find the kill. And it'll be 10-4 now in favor of Luminosity. TyLoo's comeback kind of halted in their economy.
Considering it was...
Actually, sorry, excuse me. It's going to go 11-4 because the bomb. That stupid timer. I hate that.
Considering it was like 9-1 at one stage, the fact they've come back and actually got those 3 rounds in a row after the pause, good adjustments from them. Once you can see what happened once they got the money rolling for themselves, and they had the double orbs and they actually were able to work picks. This is the problem after going for that second round force fight. It all comes back to that ultimately. After they go into that first gun round, didn't have much to play with, and the money was such a huge problem throughout that first half. Once the money was decent, that actually you could see they do know what they're doing in terms of getting the picks and the situations working out, and the retakes look great on cash as well. They're looking very strong here as well. Just didn't have enough money to play over the whole round.
I mean, and you were dead correct about finding that first pick. Once they started to do so, things became much easier for them. But unlike Cash, Luminosity, on a much more comfortable map, have a decent lead to work with. 11-4. So we swap it over, and we'll see what TyLoo can do. Again, this T-sides have been decent from them, but do they have any execution at all on Overpass?
We'll see what they bring to the table here. Once again, DD is the raid boss. We saw this on towards Cash. That means he gets the Tech-9 and armor. The Tech-9 has to be dropped for him. And they have a smoke on Mo as well. So we'll see what he can deliver in terms of the execution. That will be going towards mid to kick things off. There's quite a lot of aggression coming in from the CTs here. Fallen will be boosting himself up towards Party. Look for that first pick. Does spot 2. Decides to fall back here with the intel. There's a player towards long as well. That's going to be first. He's the one first to challenge. Gets the first kill. Can he get more out of this? Takes down DD, but somebody replies.
Somebody does reply, but gets traded out by Fallen. It's Fancy that brings him back. So dead even so far. Again, TyLoo's going to go for this raid boss play with the Tech-9. It's Attacker that does so. We saw that on Cash as well with DD, who tried to push forward. Good shot from FNX, catches out Mo and Long. But immediately, again, they turn back onto him because the other 2 players both there. So he at least gets that information, FNX. He can relay that to his 2 teammates who are going to be split up right now. The question is, with this timing, does Cold try and go for a flank? He goes all the way toward Monster, actually.
It was a very nice flank towards the long from the CT there, but ultimately with 1 minute left, doesn't really equate to too much here. Taco spotting 3 players towards long once again. We can see the rotations coming in. It's going to be coldzera. He's trying to work out whether he can like lock them into this position. He's going to be in connector as well. This could work out massively. He just needs to work out whether they're going to be going back towards playground or they're going to be committing to bathrooms.
Taco is very smart because rather than stay in the A site, he actually gets closer to Cold, falls into the bathroom so that they could retake together if they went to A, and he can also get in a position to help out his teammate, but he goes down. It's all into Cold. They're getting close. They spotted him. They know he's here. He's got to get down the hallway. He's got to give this up, and now they're going to go back to A because they know he confronts only in front of the B site, and he's going to have to play this the hard way, Cold. Running back up.
I'm glad they made
Smoke out. This is very smart from TyLoo.
They could have actually decided to challenge him then. They're like, you know what, it's coldzera. We should probably just go plant the bomb and give ourselves an actual real strong chance of winning this one.
This is even smarter. Inside the smoke, the flank. Oh, that's hacker. Don't scare me like that, but he does hit the shot. And it is going to be TyLoo with the pistol.
Yeah, nice work from them. You can see when they're in that connector area, they thought, should we just both kill him? Should we just rush him? And they decided, just get the bomb down and make sure if this does go horribly wrong, still we get the bonus money there. coldzera unable to find both frags, but it is a force spike coming from Luminosity. 2 scouts, make it 3. So 3 scouts on Overpass. They have got a CZ and Taco. Not really buying anything here, so he'll just be on the silence USP. Over on the other side, we have TyLoo with 2 Mac-10s, 2 Galils, and an AK-47. Still have a decent amount of utility as well. They'll be slowing things right down as the scout shots start to come in. If somebody goes down to 12 HP, so that definitely helps in terms of the tagging potential of that CZ. Ooh, lovely shot.
Indeed, he starts it off. TyLoo's still going to work down from the underpass. They are going for the boost on Fur. Jumping scout in position. Spots one. They spot him in turn. Good tag, but attacker jumping because he can do the same with the SMG. Gets the headshot over top of the wall, and now Taco's going to pick up that scout, fall back, try and hold the angle. Does spot one coming in. He actually hit that shot. I don't think he did towards sandbags, but there is 2 players, 3 players now very low, so Cold has a great chance. Bomb's going to get in position to go for the plant, and a Molotov. Or excuse me, it's smoke. It looked like a Molotov as it went by. It's a smoke.
Yep.
Onto Cold. It's not actually thrown that effectively, so Cold still has all kinds of angle to read on this.
Yeah, they did do so much damage with those scouts, but unfortunately now coldzera is zoned out as the bomb is being planted towards that B site. You can see DD coming from CT spawn as well. We're just trying to hunt out any remaining players, and he should find the first one here. Easy stuff. Gets FNX, and now just be coldzera. Left in an almost impossible situation, and CD finds him as well. So force spike for Luminosity did look like it had some potential there with all those scout tags, but ultimately doesn't amount to much. TyLoo get the bomb down towards B, and there's a couple of frags, but that's about it. As we go into round number 18 now, Luminosity will be pretty much on a full eco here. Can't really justify anything. Taco has kept his money relatively strong, so he will be able to drop the AWP if required going into the next round. But Captain Mo with the Mac-10 knows he'll be up against unarmored players here, can just have an absolute field day with the SMG.
All right.
There's
just a few nades.
Yeah, they had all the players there as well, but didn't really land any damage. That could have been massive amounts of kills gathered, but 3 players for CTs actually in that area didn't actually take anything.
It was cool to see it from that angle, though. Just like 1, 2, 3, 4. But for FNX trades, so as you say, the nades don't really do anything. A little fireworks show, a little display. The Chinese did invent fireworks, Henry.
True. Bit of trivia for you there. Matt's always full of facts these days.
Ah, always.
The man who swallowed an encyclopedia.
And the man who swallowed something else. Smoke out somebody into the site. Smoke's on default, so trying to bait out potentially that they're going to go for that plant, but attacker holds the angle as FNX tries to come back into the site from the bathrooms, and Fallen tries to get clever and get between the 2 TyLoo players, but somebody holds that off as well. It's on to Cold. 1 versus 4. Not going to happen. This will go 11-7. And now we get the guns out from LG.
Well then, TyLoo with a clean 3-0. And there it is. Taco will be purchasing the AWP for Fallen. He was a player on that second round investment. He didn't actually purchase a single thing. Just helping out his leader there. And
I don't understand why they're calling me racist in chat for stating a fact.
what's that, sorry?
They did invent fireworks.
Is everyone talking about fireworks in the chat right now?
I don't know what's going on in this chat.
The fact you're reading it while we're casting is
That's true.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But round number 19, AWP on towards Fallen. We assume he'll be going aggressive. He actually did go for that first pick towards middle. Unable to find anything with it. That's a very slow play here from TyLoo. Focusing towards the connector area as well. They're going to be smoked out for now. Seeing if there's any aggression coming in from the CT. Good round for them. They have managed to go at 3-0 on the second half and get themselves back into this. It was 11-4 at the start. But they haven't got an AWP themselves. They're going to try and build up their bankroll with the 5 AKs. Make it 1 Galil as well. 4 or 5 smokes remaining as well. So just trying to gain some map control here, trying to bleed the CTs out, make them use their smokes at the start of the round, which has been very effective. There's only 1 smoke remaining. That's from Taco. But Fallen still towards that bathroom area, is trying to work that first pick.
He's fallen off it a little bit, though. They've got 2 over toward B. Open angle from Cold, who's going to try and hold Monster with that M4. He wants information. Taco just in front of him is trying to do the same to support him. He's playing between both Monster and the sandbags. Fragile pace to this game. Late smoke out on Monster. They're going to go through that, though, TyLoo. Gives Cold. Oh, too easy. It's a shooting gallery. 1, 2, 3. Can't quite line up the 4th, but there's Taco. There's that support play. It's actually 2 for Taco. He got the second one that was stolen away beforehand, but he's traded by DD, who's now left alive. They've got him pincered off, though. They've got him completely controlled. Bomb down outside of the Monster tunnel. DD,
oh my God, so much damage.
Through the wall as well. Is not long for life in this world.
Yeah, that's a dream scenario there. coldzera being gifted 2 kills as they ran through the smoke. It's just absolutely perfect timing for him. TyLoo forcing himself through, and it's such a tight choke point. You don't even have to aim at that stage. Just crouch spray, unload 30 bullets. You're going to find kills, and it's going to be DD now on 1 HP, somehow surviving this round. Doesn't want to die at this point. Obviously, we get no cash going to the next, but there it is. After 3-0, Luminosity do find their next round. 12-7 now. We're going to number 20, and then cash is still fine for TyLoo here. You can see they get the AWP out now, and there's the spray down from coldzera. It's such a nightmare going through smoke. You have no idea what's on the other side. And they force themselves through it. Didn't really work out too well. Falling back on the AWP.
Yeah, as is fancy. So we'll see if that can pay off. TyLoo's going to go quickly out toward that statue position. There's no real commitment from LG, who did look like they wanted to get Fallen up toward the party to get a fast peek, but they fall away from it. Instead, it's FNX goes down to the tunnel, spots them up. Good nade. This should do damage to 2. Just 1, actually. It only hits Mo.
Well, he's got full control of the connector now. Smoke them out. And that definitely slows down the offense here, as they are trying to work that first pick towards long.
I'm wondering if that pesky tool bench just blocked the nade damage again.
Oh yeah, that's happened a couple of times.
Yeah, because Attacker was actually the one that was closer to the nade, but he didn't get any damage done. It was Mo that was over by the ladder. So that still needs some addressing, I think, but Fallen ready for this position over toward the bathrooms, not peeking over toward the party, but there's a smoke there. He has to commit to the top of the stairwell. Doesn't really have anyone playing aggressively with him, so yeah, okay, this is the right decision. He has to get out of that, because the closer they get, the more danger he was in, and FNX has already committed to going back to the bank stairs. So Fallen's gonna go for the 1 shot and get out, spots it, but can't repeak it.
That timing didn't really work out in his favor. At the moment he decided to fall back, that's when the face came in. But now, TyLoo do have some mid-control here. We do have still 1 player towards short, that's coldzera, but TyLoo do have the chance to fully execute here. They still have 4 smokes, time ticking away. This would be the time to do it. But look at this close-up position from Fur. He'll be challenging them and trying to slow them down as the time ticks away. Fancy just trying to find that first pick. Not going to be gifted anything just yet. They need to start making their next move. And here they go into the bomb site now.
Fur gonna hold the angle, the corner, not checked. Fallen gets the first shot. They have to know first here. He didn't get the kill, though. So was the information relayed? Apparently not. Fur walks out, gets 1 more, and it's just a cleanup.
Yeah, TyLoo, after doing some good work there, pushing the CTs back, didn't really leave himself enough to work with. They definitely had the time to go for the full wall of smokes execution. They had 4 smokes available as well. Decided to go for straight up contact play there. It was Fur waiting in the tight off angle, finds the first 2 frags, spots the barrel around the corner as well, takes him down. And then TyLoo definitely didn't have any time to actually find the execution needed to actually push those CDs back further. But their money's in a pretty dire situation now. They're going to be going in with 3 AKs, a Tech 9, a Gillo, almost no utility. This means a very simple play has to come in, trying to challenge that first frag, but Attacker gets it blind, takes that FNX. Something to work with here, Matt.
Absolutely, and Fancy. He's going to push forward, swap out that M4 immediately to the AK. Leaves an M4 down now for somebody to grab if he can get in that position. Right now, he's way out toward the playground, though. He's going to hold that position just to make sure they don't get flanked. Fallen's inside the bathrooms, this time toward the long position. Needs to hold this off. Make sure they don't rotate back over. It's on Cold, though. Gets 2.
Oh,
the second one was actually impressive because he was dead to rights. They do trade him out eventually, but that's big work done by Cold to even up the situation. Taco still there with 9 HP. Has to be so careful inside of B.
Well, now they have 1 smoke remaining. And we can see the CTs rotating in from connector as well, so they need to be quick here. They're going to be trying to force themselves in through the monster tunnel here. It's going to be Mo leading the charge, but it's Fallen to find that first kill. Now 2 players remain, 3 on 2 in favor of the Brazilians. Bomb is down towards short as well. It's horrible, but somebody making a lot of noise somehow gets that kill on towards first. Still some signs of life here as they're trying to force themselves onto the side. Fur
didn't see him cross.
Fallen.
Fallen didn't see him cross. Thankfully, Taco finds that kill. That's big because Fallen's in danger. Somebody has to go for this bomb. And Fallen missed that first shot. I thought he was done for. Good nade, somebody. down to 42. But Taco again, remember, on 9 HP, Fallen on the AWP. Has to hit a pressure shot. Fallen, it gets in the open. Tech9 picks him away, and now it is going to be on the low HP of Taco, but times his peak perfectly.
Oh, that 2-on-1 got a bit close there. He said Taco was on 9 HP and does manage to face and take that final frag, but it was TyLoo that got the opening kill in towards that connector area. Takia, I think he was fully blind, but there's a great play from coldzera. That second kill, as you said, very impressive to actually manage to get that one, considering the position he was in. And now Luminosity touching distance from map points here. You can see they've broken the economy of TyLoo. It's going to be CZs, UMPs, and the Galil. They have got the smoke grenades, though. This will probably be a similar situation when we saw from Luminosity. When the money's tight, and you have a couple of rifles, normally first protocol is to go for that B, execute, smoke all over the bomb site, try and flash in, and use your lesser weapons to run through and make things uncomfortable for the CTs. Here it comes.
Taco waiting. Oh, they're stacked up. He actually did damage on a cold. I'm pretty sure it was him that may have tagged him down because that was a headshot that didn't do as much damage. Okay, he's down to 8. But he's got the AWP, and he's going to still get a shot. Finds Fancy. It's all on Mo. UMP, Luminosity, map point to work with, trying to equal out this series.
And the money's still pretty bad for TyLoo. This map will be going in favor of Luminosity here. He will be able to get some rifles, but it'll be Galils and AKs, maybe a couple of Tech9s as well. And it's a double AWP setup for Luminosity, so they just get stronger as the rounds go on. Number 23. And TyLoo need 8 in a row just to force into overtime at this stage. So looking like we're going to 1-1 in terms of the map scores, but let's see whether TyLoo still have anything to work with here. Going to be focusing their efforts towards middle, but as I said before, the double AWP setup going to be too strong for them. Headshot comes in from coldzera. Fur pushing long as well. It's very aggressive indeed, and they get the first 2 frags. Can fall back now, but look like they want more from this.
Yeah, for great positioning, great read to push up, and FNX, he'll follow that up. He's going to find DD. They're getting aggressive, all in the fact that Fur can hold down that angle. Good flash over. FNX, it's 1 to go. Down to Fancy. He's got an M4, he swapped it out. He has the angle actually against Fallen, but he's able to get that strafe jump around the corner, and Fur hits the shot.